Now joining me on the phone is Tom Siegel of Pricewise fame, of course. Tom's going to look back at his Eyecatchers over the weekend. Tom, there's only really one place to start. Frankel, of course, winning the Champion Stakes. Many have called him the best ever, but I understand you don't get swept up by all that.
No, I just think it's really hard to compare. I mean, he's clearly a fantastic racehorse. You know, one of the best we've ever seen, but I just think it's impossible to compare through the generations. I don't like making that sort of comparison. I don't think it's fair. We don't say, we can say Messi's better than Pele, but we don't really know, can we? We can say Schumacher's better than Senna, but, they're just the pinnacle of their sports. Frankel's the pinnacle of his sport at the moment. I hate saying he's the best ever. I don't think it's fair on all the other horses throughout the ages, and, there's the recency bias that we all get stuck with, but he's undoubtedly an absolutely fantastic horse, and it was great to see him at the weekend.
One thing you can say, though, is that Frankel is better than Celebration. He's proved that plenty of times in the past. But Celebration won the QE2 well, as we can see here.
Yeah, Celebration looked really good. I mean, I think that was a pretty weak race, to be honest. I think the QE2 wasn't a great contest at all. But nevertheless, he won in the canter. Yeah, I presume he's off to the Breeders' Cup now. He acts in all ground. The O'Brien team will have him primed for that. He's got to have a great chance.
Yes, and Celebration on a great day for Ireland is absolutely going to rout them in the QE2 and have his day on British Champions Day in the sun. Cityscape was...
Would he be a bet for the Breeders' Cup?
Well, I can't stand the Breeders' Cup, if you're honest. I wouldn't open the curtains if it was run in the back garden, if truth be told. I don't really get it. I never have done. It's never been a thing that's been on my punting radar. But yes, I wouldn't know who he's up against. I wouldn't have a clue what horses are running, but he's the best in Europe. And judging by the past evidence of American turf horses, he's going to be a lot better than them too. So I expect him to be a short price favourite. I presume, as usual in America, they sort of run these tight turns. It's a bit like Chester around there. If he gets a good draw, he's going to be really hard to beat.
So the flat season is well and truly winding down now, but the jump season is picking up again. There was some good action over the weekend. Did anything catch your eye then?
Yeah, loads of good stuff. Cheltenham was really good. I was interested to see how Paul Nicholls said that Dodging Bullets, who won the hurdle at Cheltenham, had only done a few bits of work and was only just ready to start off, and that he'd had an operation, a wind operation or a tie-back operation. I thought he was really impressive in the Triumph hurdle last year. I thought he went through the race like much the best horse before getting tired up the hill. Didn't run his race at all at Aintree afterwards. But if he can improve again, I think he'd be a novice to take on. I was impressed with Pires. I think he's a handicap chaser to keep an eye. Maybe the race at Aintree at the end of the season for Pires. I thought he was really impressive at Cork yesterday. And at Kempton, my old favourite. What a horse this is! Talk about Frankel. What about Get Me Out of Here? What a great horse he is. 3 times second at the festival. Back in the winners' enclosure at Kempton on Sunday, winning that 2-mile hurdle, beating Brampour. I think he might end up being a really good Dayers hurdle, world hurdle horse in the foreseeable future. He was second in the Coral Cup last year off top weight. I think 3 miles won't be an issue for him. He showed us tons of pace on Saturday to win over 2 at Kempton. He's a horse I really got a load of time for. I'm hoping he'll get his just rewards this year and win at Cheltenham. Obviously, Big Bucks is in his way. We hear Rite of Passage might be going there as well. So the World Hurdle looks like being the best race of the festival this year. But if Get Me Out of Here runs, I hope he doesn't finish second. He doesn't deserve that.